Hello, thanks for tuning into my channel and welcome back to Excel Island. I'm super excited you are here. And today is day 13 of me streaming live on YouTube, learning SQL. My name is Sheriffdeen. I am from Nigeria and welcome once again to Excel Island. And I've been live streaming since day 11 of my learning journey on Datacamp. I'm currently subscribed to a 1 year subscription on Datacamp. I'm trying to maximize that subscription. Do you get it now? And I'm going for a learning streak of 100 days. Yesterday was day 12. Today, when I complete a lesson or review any of the sections, today will be day 13. And the idea is I'm trying to be consistent, highly dedicated, and patient with my learning. I am a top rated plus freelance data analyst on Upwork. I've had major success on the platform, and I'm trying to upskill and learn some new stuff. I'm trying to upskill my knowledge in Excel, in SQL, in Power BI, and in Python also. So I'm going to continue my learning journey today. So I'll be streaming 30 minutes, 1 hour max every day. And I also try to learn more off camera per day. I have to practice more and more off camera per day. So I'll just begin and welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Give this live a thumbs up. That's how you support the channel and just help the channel to grow beyond the current situation. So we're trying to grow more and create a community of learners who create a good learning habits. You can see today to continue your streak. So I can also come back tomorrow and do the same thing to grow a learning habit. So the idea is to keep learning daily, bit by bit. You don't have, when you're trying to get into tech, you don't have to sit down and just try to rush the whole course materials in a day or in a month. It is not possible, especially when it comes to hard tech skills like this. So that is the idea behind it. So to continue today, streaming for the next 30 minutes to 1 hour. I'll just review some key areas, some weak areas for you to review and practice. Let's review that together before I jump to a new section, a new chapter called data manipulation in SQL. So let me practice some of the weak sections. So I'm trying to peep on my second screen to make sure I am still live. So shown below is a preview of match. This is a match table. And this is the match captains table from a database about the Indian Premier League, a professional cricket league. So the idea is to select the code to return the output. Team ID, this is a team ID here. There's another team ID, but the match 2244556622. So there's a match here, or probably there is a join there. So when you look at it, it is not, it is either a full join because record 2 for the team ID2 is appearing twice. So it is actually probably an inner join or something of sort. Let's check it out. I can see here select team ID from the match table, team ID from the captains table, ID from the match table, and match ID from the captains table. Captains table from matches as inner join on team ID equals to team ID and match ID not equal to, that is wrong. You can see the ID not equal to the match ID here. ID not equal to the match ID. I can see that ID is not, you can see the ID is equal to the match ID. You can see 88898989899090. The match ID here, this ID column and the match ID column are the same for each row. So this code is wrong. Let me go for this code. Team ID equals to team match ID. So definitely going for the second code. This will be the answer. Yeah, that's correct. So a query has been started to join the venues and cities tables from a database about the Indian Premier League. So complete the code to run. So select, normally what we all know is select, that will begin that statement, select star from over here, from venues as V, inner, this should be inner join, you can see one, two, one, two, three, so matching column, that should be inner join cities as C on city, city ID equals to, on that is on venues dot city ID equals to cities dot ID limit to three. Mhm. Is there any way we are going to use this as? No, anyway, that should be correct. So the songs release and listings tables are shown. The release table contains exactly one release date for each song. The release table contains exactly one release date. Okay, one release date. The release table contains exactly one release date in the songs table. The listening table contains information about the listeners and all the songs they have listened to. Each of the following tables have one-to-one relationship. One-to-one relationship, that's tricky. One-to-one relationship. Mm. We'll check the release and listening. Let's check this release table and the listening table. We have the song ID here. 71 11 71 88 is there. You can see 88 here. You can see 71 here. You can just see 88 here. 71. Yeah, so I'm comparing the IDs to figure out the type of relationship between the two tables. I see we have a song ID here, we have a song ID here, and we have a song ID here. So that is the connecting column between the three tables. So I'm trying to figure out, even though there is not the information here is not enough, just a few of data. It, 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 Another thing you notice that I think this ID here is incomplete. It's song and release. So I didn't get that. So I figure out it's a song and release. Mm. So you are working with the venues and cities table. You are working with the venues and cities table. Select the code to return the output. Name, uh, venue, venue name, probably name from here or from here, and the venue name. Or name can be from here, that is city, and the venue name. So that means there's an alias there. So select cities dot name as city name. That's wrong. The keyword there, the as column is name here. That is this is already wrong in the first place. Select cities dot name as name. Okay, it's starting to make sense. Venue name as venue name. Correct. From cities, you now join venues from cities. ID equals to venues dot city ID. So this one is wrong. You can see from the alias from the first code. I could detect it is wrong already. Oh, I can't see that. I don't know why I can't see. I've come across this exercise before, so I can't figure it out. So this one is song and release because the ID here one-to-one relationship 71 71 88. But I can't see this ID here. That's tricky though. Then copy this ID here. Yeah, so we just completed day 13 learning break. But I need to practice more hours. So this is just, I'm just reviewing some lesson, some weak areas rather. So I'll still need to practice more. Let's practice set theory in SQL. So I'm trying to peep, so I'm still peeping on my second screen to ensure I am still live on streaming. Mm. We are working with venue, cities, and country. Now we have three tables: venue, cities, and country. So the country ID is connected to this is the primary key here, and this is the secondary foreign key here rather. I was about to say secondary. And this is the primary key here. This is the foreign key here that's connecting this table. So this table is connected to this table. This table is connected to this table. So what is the output of this code? Select star from countries. We are selecting all the records from countries. Union, select country ID and name from cities. So union is going to return, is going to stack the countries table over the what? Over the cities table and also return duplicates. So we're expecting to get duplicate records. No, we're not getting duplicate records. Expecting to get distinct value. But if you use union all is going to return all the record there, including duplicates. So this time around, I'm expecting distinct records from the ID, the ID name, we have the ID name. As we selected the whole record from this country's table, so I'm expecting ID and name correct. I already selected the country ID and name also. So okay, so it's going to so we are comparing the name field is going to return distinct record. So let's compare that. So this is wrong. We have duplicates here, but you can't be sure. 26 to 10 here. We also have 26 to 10 here. And that's not fair. That's tricky. We have the name here. The name record here is also the same thing. For the country ID, the ID is my last 2429. 2429 is the same thing. This is wrong, rather. You can see there's a missing because we're between this first answer and the second answer. Now let's compare that. 26 to 10. 26. This is venue ID. Wow. You can see that's my that's why I skipped that. Because there's no venue ID from the countries table. So this is the right answer. Whoa, that's not right. How come? Some countries now. How did I feel that? ID name, country ID. And this definitely is not the right answer. I'll come back to that later, sha. The players and keepers tables and names of names are shown below. Players table, keepers table. Select the code to return the output. Keepers, WPs are players. Select the code I'll return. Okay, the players, these are the players. These are the players, the Chopra, Kumbel, and AB de Villas. Keepers, AB de Villas, AC, Gilchrist, and BB McCall. So select the code I'll return. That's returning WP Sarah, PR option. Turn on the records here. It's even in the output. So let's see. Intersect. Select keeper. keepers as keeper. So the output was keeper. That's the keepers. mm, Intersect. So the keyword there is intersect. So the intersect is going to return the matching record from the two tables. So intersect, that's what intersect does. So select keepers as keepers, the alias, it has the alias as keepers. So I'm saying keeper here. Keeper. Here it is keeper. Yes is not there, which is confusing also. But from the table keepers, if I'm going for the first one, that's tricky though. We're only expecting to return to see matching record from the two table, which is correct. How come? And because we are using star record from keepers intersect letter, this is not fair. And that's because it has been alias as keepers. Well, that's so it doesn't matter because it's going to return the first. Oh, I got my error. I made my error there. Let operation we combine the table shown below. Oh, this is intersect. So I shouldn't fail this again. Okay, this is another one. The first few rows of keepers and players in captain table in database about the Indian Premier League. Keepers, players, and captains. What is the output of this code? Select captain as name from captains. So this is the captains as alias as name. Union all. Ooh. Select players from players. Limit 5. So players for player. This is union all. So we're expecting duplicate records. You can see the first few rows. Players, we have chopper here. And we have, so I'm expecting duplicate records here. AB the Villas, this AB the Villas is in keepers and there's no keeper from keepers from players. So this first option is wrong. Abijada Zing, MC Doni, Chopper, there's Chopper, Kundo, Chopper, Kumbu, Michelle. So Union all is going to return from captains. So from captains, I'm expecting the first two records here. MC Doni, David, yeah, I'm certain that so that should be the correct answer. So select star country from countries union, select country ID name from cities, limit 3. I didn't get this the other time. So I figured it out that it's not this answer. So select star from countries union. This is just union. Oh. So union is going to return all records from the two tables, from the countries tables and from the cities table. All the record there. We already select star on the countries, right? Expect the ID and name to be returned. The ID and the name to be returned. So from this country ID and the name, so the name here will be merged. The name from the country ID table, from the city table rather, will be merged with the name here. So we only have one single name column as our output in our output rather. So it's between this and this. But this is only venue ID. It hasn't the alias as venue ID. There's no venue ID here. Venue ID is from the venues column. So the answer should be this second option. I think that's what I chose earlier. And I'm getting an error. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Country ID. So you're not returning all, you're also returning a column, a field from the city state, which is country ID. So this is giving the vibe that this is the answer. But I think I failed it earlier, so I don't know the reason why. It's still confusing though. I don't tell me this is the answer. I don't believe this first option is the answer though. But our query states return country ID. Oh, that's true. This is the answer. I know my mistake now. The country ID, this ID here is also the ID record there. So this is the answer. I just have to figure that out. Okay. Okay. So they are doing intersect. They are doing intersect now. So we need to get the matching records from the two tables. So the second option is the answer. I knew my mistake earlier though. So this is definitely the answer. I need the I need the mistake I did earlier. So since we are selecting star from the first table, it's going to return this ID as that and the name column. So the country ID is also the same. Wait a minute. There's an ID record here. But what is that? Since it is matching this ID to this ID option is from the city ID here. I need to go back to my union lesson. I need to understand my union lesson better. But I figured out that this will be the correct answer. 3232 staff from countries, 42 records. Oh, I remember. So because we are selecting star from countries as our first table, we're going to match only the tables, only the field ID, the space country ID here. They have same data type. That's number one. It doesn't have to be same field name, but they have to have same data type as the record date before the union can take place. So I figured that out already. Oh, cool. Yeah, super excited. So let's move on to today's lesson and see what we can learn. Okay, so I'm going to data manipulation in SQL. So I already completed today's review, so I don't have any more weak areas to practice. So I'll just move on to today's lesson. So this is a new chapter I'm starting. Let me show you. Let me go back a little bit to the career track record. So I go to the data, become a data analyst in SQL, track record. I also come with certification at the end of the whole course. The whole course is for 39 hours, but it's broken down by chapters. The chapters. Because I've completed the introduction to SQL, intermediate SQL, the joining data in SQL. That was what I was practicing some weak areas in that section just not long ago. So I'm going to data manipulation in SQL. I still have a whole bunch of other sections to complete. And finally, the project. Verify your knowledge from previous courses with a project, which I look forward to. And finally, certification. So let's jump back here to continue the course. Here's where I am. So the live stream has been on for the last 26 minutes. So I'll just live stream for the next 10 to 15 minutes, which I still have to practice more. So you can just go to Datacamp and practice this section for free if you're interested. So for each section, there's a free chapter. But the first chapter is always the free chapter. So if you want to enjoy all the whole courses, you have to be a subscriber, or you look for scholarship online. You look for other organizations that are giving data camp scholarship. There are so much out there. Probably if I go online, if I see one, I'll surely share in the live stream. I'll talk about it in the live stream, and how you can get it. So welcome to intermediate SQL, data manipulation in SQL. I'll just have to download the site like so I can always refer to it whenever I need to. So 32. I like opening the slide in another screen so I can also refer back to it.
Hello, and welcome to Intermediate SQL. My name is Mona Khalil. I am a curriculum lead with Datacamp, and I will be your instructor for this course. SQL is a powerful tool for working with relational databases. With an intermediate knowledge of SQL, you will gain the ability to access and create robust data sets from multiple tables in a relational database to answer your data science questions. In this course, you will specifically learn how to shape, transform, and manipulate data using the case statement, simple subqueries, correlated subqueries, and window functions. Before taking this course, you should be comfortable working with introductory SQL topics, such as selecting data from a database using arithmetic functions, group by statements, and where clauses to filter data. In short, the query on the top should look pretty familiar to you. You should also be familiar with joining data with a left join, right join, inner join, and outer join. In this course, we will use and build upon these topics to interact with our database. All right, let's get started. For this course, we will be using the European Soccer Database, a relational database that contains data about over 25,000 matches, 300 teams, and 10,000 players in Europe between 2008 and 2016. The data is contained within 4 tables: country, league, team, and match. Selecting from tables in this database is pretty simple. The query you see here gives you the number of matches played in each of the 11 leagues listed in the league table.
We are selecting the name field from the league table as league and countering the country ID from the match table as total matches from league. So they've aliased the league table as L. Left join. So they're returning left join is returning all the raw records from the left table, which is the league table, and it is matching returning it is now returning matching records from the match table as M. So the join clause is on the country ID from both tables, from the league table and the match table, and it is grouping by name. You have to group since you are using an aggregation already in your query. You have to group by a field, which is usually the first field that you mentioned. Cool. I understand the
Let's
code.
say we want to compare the number of home team wins, away team wins, and ties in the 2013-2014 season. The match table has two relevant columns, home goal and away goal. We can potentially add filters to the where clause, selecting wins, loses, and ties as separate queries, but that's not very efficient if you want to compare.
So select date ID, date field, ID field, home goal field, away goal field from the match table, where the season is 2013-2014 season and clause. So we are filtering on two conditions and where the home team goal is greater than the away team goal. Okay.
Compare these separate outcomes in a single data set. This is where the case statement comes in. Case statements are SQL's version of an if this, then that statement. Case statements have three parts: a when clause, a then clause, and an else clause. The first part, the when clause, tests a given condition, say x equals 1. If this condition is true, it returns the item you specify after your then clause. You can create multiple conditions by listing when and then statements within the same case statement. The case statement is then ended with an else clause that returns a specified value if all your when statements are not true. When you have completed your statement, be sure to include the term end and give it an alias. The completed case statement will evaluate to one column in your SQL query. In this example, we use the case statement to create a new variable that identifies matches as home team wins, away team wins, or ties. A new column is created with the appropriate text for each match given the outcome.
That's cool.
In the next lesson,
so from that old query, so select ID, home go, away go. So instead of only comparing ID, home go, away go with the date field from the previous code. So that's the case. When the home goal is greater than the away goal, then that is the home team win. When the home goal is less than the away goal, then that's the away team win. So that means the away team won the match. Else tie, maybe when there's a draw, just like a normal football game for match where season.
a new column is created with the appropriate text for each match given the outcome. In the next lesson, we will practice more ways of structuring case statements using arithmetic functions such as count, sum, and average. For now, you will practice creating case statements to build categories for your data.
Let's do some practice. So let's practice this and end the live stream. So basic case statements. So what is your favorite team? I don't have a favorite team. I just love football. Don't blame me. The European soccer database contains data about 12,800 matches from 11 countries played between 2011 and 2015. Throughout this course, you will be shown the filtered version of the table in the database in order to better explore their content. So in this exercise, you will identify matches played between FC Schalke 04 and LC Bayern Munich. There are two teams identified in each match in the home team ID and away team ID columns available on your filtered matches Germany. Okay, this is the table here. So let's check that home team ID. Okay, there are the two fields are the two identified in each match in the home team ID. Okay, only the two fields and away team ID. So the away team ID. Okay, we take the team Germany. We should see FC Bayern. Okay, okay. FC Bayern and Schalke 04. Okay, available to you on the filter table. ID can join to the team app ID column in the team Germany. Team ID. Okay, this is the team ID here. This is the column to use for the join clause to this home team ID. Team app ID, team API ID column in the team Germany, but you cannot perform a join on both at the same time. However, you can perform this operation using case statement once you've identified team app ID associated with each team. So select team's long name as API ID from the team Germany table. Filter the query for FC Schalke 04 and FC Bayern Munich using in, giving you the team API IDs needed for your next step. So select the team long name and the team API ID. Only include FC Schalke 04 and FC Bayern Munich. So let's solve this together. Identify matches played between FC Schalke 04. So there are the two teams identified in each match in the home team ID and away team ID and away team ID. Okay, away team ID available to you in the filtered matches Germany. Germany. ID can join to the team ID. ID can join to the team ID can join to the team API ID colon in the team's Germany code, but you cannot perform a join on both at the same time. Oh, okay. However, you can perform this operation using case statement once you verify the team API ID associated with this team. Okay, let's see. Select team long name and team API ID. So we are selecting team long name. Okay, the long name for the team. Select team long name, team underscore their long name. So we are selecting this column here, this team long name and team API ID. And the team API ID and the team API underscore ID. So that is also from teams Germany table. So selecting from the teams German table. Only include FC Schalke 04 and FC Bayern Munich where team long name. So that's so filter the query for FC Schalke 04 and MC variable is using in, where team long name in. So the in statement will be here in. I'll just state the team ID, giving you the team API ID. So I have to figure out this FC Bayern API ID. That should be 9823 9823 9823, comma, that's for FC Bayern Munich. And what about FC Schalke? So 10189. So 101 and boom, let's submit that. Let's run that. Oh, there's an error somewhere. Select. Oh. Okay, there's an error. So okay, I'm having to select over there. Wow. Reset to sample. Let me set it back. So let it team long name and team API ID. Oh, that's correct now. Team long name and team API ID. From team Xaml table. So there are two records I'm to select. Select team long name, team long name and API ID from the team Xaml table. Only include FC Schalke 04 and FC Bayern Munich. Where team long name is in. So where team long name in just these two, giving you the team API ID needed for your next step. So team API ID for FC Bayern Munich is 9823 9823. That's for Bayern Munich, FC Bayern Munich, and FC Schalke. Okay, I think I have to include FC Schalke 04 first. That's 1089. So FC Schalke have to come first, then FC Bayern Munich 10189. 10189. Where team long name in. Where team, oh, the mistake is where team API ID. So it's not, it's not the long name. Where team API ID. That was supposed to be there, not the long name. Oh, that's correct now. So I was making a mistake, referencing the wrong column. So that's that. I think that's quite straightforward. So I was referencing this team long name, which doesn't contain this record. That's how I was getting the error. So you have to be careful and have a good look at the column, at the field names you are referencing in your select statement, in your where clause, you keep getting error. And those are simple mistakes that you will make as a beginner. It's totally fine. You just have to keep practicing. I just submit the answer. Move to the next one. So the next one is this. Sorry, I have to end the live stream now. So thanks for staying to the end of this live stream. I have to go prepare for prayer now. So thanks for staying to the end of the live stream. And obviously I'm going to spend more hours each day. At least I spend at least 2 hours each day to practice. Can you say so? You can. It's fine if you can make error. You reference the wrong column. You are making silly error that are just normal mistake as a beginner. So it's totally fine. You just have to sit down, look at the error, and troubleshoot it. Thanks for staying to the end of the live stream. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you tomorrow. And if you are interested in becoming a freelancer on Upwork, LinkedIn, Fiverr, remote work, there's a course under the YouTube description called FCM, that is Freelance Client Magnet Note by my coach. It's either the coach, that's the course rather, by my coach called Benga DBE. It was the one that taught me freelancing from scratch, and with his knowledge, I was able to grow to where I am today. So check out the course, and you can use the coupon code Excel Island 10 to get 10% off. You can also check out his Twitter page on Twitter where you see he has great records, great track records for you to know that he knows his onions, he knows what he's doing. So don't forget to check that out in the YouTube description and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to support the channel in any way you like. You can check the links. There are various links in the YouTube description. Bye for now, and I will see you tomorrow also on the live stream. If you are joining live, you can also watch this video after the live has been ended. You may learn one or two things. So, bye. Thanks for staying.